Hey, Brown Beauties. Welcome to Living Inflammation Free with me, Andretta Robinson, your functional nutrition health coach.
And I'm Akilah Harvey.
We are your mother-daughter hosts, bringing two different generations together bi-weekly to give you easy, actionable steps to help rid your body of chronic inflammation. Chronic inflammation is the root cause of many health issues in our community and is running rampant.
Living inflammation free is about creating the future life you want to have to live happy, healthy, and full of energy. It's about releasing fear so you'll never have to worry about doctor's visits. We teach you how to live with choosing food choices without compromising the taste. We provide you with science-based information to help eliminate chronic inflammation through nutrition and lifestyle.
Once we know what choices we have, we can do better because we know the struggle to stay healthy is real. We invite you to come as you are, but leave inspired to become your best healthy self.
So let's get started.
Today, we're going to talk about one of my favorite topics. It's the kitchen gadgets.
Kitchen gadgets to make your life easier.
Yeah, because first of all, America has stopped cooking. Okay. And we really need to get back into the kitchen and cook more because we've gotten caught up into fast foods, losing all of our nutrients, and we're getting sicker and sicker, more gut health, all kind of issues are happening because we're not cooking. We are eating out more than we cook. So if we can give you some kitchen gadgets to make your life easier, quicker in the kitchen, because even now, the meals that I make now, I don't slave in the kitchen. Back up, my mom, when she used to cook, they would be in the kitchen for hours, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, because, you had to have the full meal, the full 5-course meal every day.
Especially if you grew up in the South.
Yeah, and I grew up in the South, okay? Montgomery, Alabama. Hey, y'all see my Tuskegee? Hey, Tuskegee people out there, I know y'all see me. Okay, so...
Oh, boy.
So anyway, so we want to make sure that we give you some, the meals we make today are quicker, they're faster, they're easy. Everything is faster. Life is faster. So we're going to give you some pots and pans and utensils and gadgets to make your life easier in the kitchen to cook inflammation-free, quickly and safely. When we come back, we're going to introduce you to some of our favorite ones, and we're also going to tell you why. We'll be right back. What is living inflammation-free? To live inflammation-free means to remove toxic foods, toxic people, and toxic environments from your life and replace it with nutrient-dense foods, people who can uplift you, and environments you can thrive in. At Brown Women Wellness, our vision is simple. It is to change the way people eat one bite at a time. Healthy food does not mean eating unsavory food. With spices and herbs, sauces, and savory flavors, healthy food can be tasty, and we aim to show you how to make it in easy recipes because we know with your busy schedules, it can be challenging. We also show you how to navigate eating out, read ingredients, and meal prep if that's your thing, because we know the struggle is real to cook every day. You can visit us at brownwomenwellness.com for tips on how to live inflammation-free, where you also will find recipes, and you can join our Brown Women Wellness Facebook group, and coming soon, the Brown Women Wellness community. You can email us at info@brownwomenwellness.com with any questions or suggestions on things you would like to hear on our show. Don't forget to like and subscribe to us on Apple, and now you can find us on YouTube. All right, let's get started. So let's start with pots and pans, Akilah.
Mm-hmm.
This is an important one.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to be honest. It's important not just for inflammation. It's important to actually, have your food taste good. You can't... I have a culinary degree. I don't know if I've mentioned that on the show or not, but... many moons ago.
It's not that long ago. You ain't that old
your
child.
girl was in the kitchen of these industrial catering and corporate people events and things of that nature. And let me tell you, the pots and pans that you use at home, if you think you can't cook and you hate your food, it probably starts with the pots and pans. A decent set will actually change the way in which your food tastes. Then we start talking about inflammation and you go into a whole nother ball game.
So your pots and pans can be a source of inflammation, actually. And I'm going to give you a big one. It's a Teflon. Teflon.
It's the nonstick Teflons.
The nonstick Teflons.
That a lot of us traditionally use at home.
Yeah, because it's easy, because you can clean them so easy,
Yeah.
But let me tell you, they cause inflammation because those are chemicals.
To me, it'll make your food taste good. All that nonstick, like the seasoning doesn't do what it needs to do in the food. It's just like sliding off.
But a lot of people may not know that because they're so used to cooking it like that. They, now, if you get used to that, you don't pay that any attention.
That's true.
But the thing is, once you switch and you start using real pots and pans,
huge difference.
Everything just changes. Okay. So, be it making an omelet or cooking bacon or even making rice, people resort to nonstick pans as they're not only convenient to use, but they prevent food from sticking to the cookware. So that's why everybody's going there. So, but you can easily do this now. They've got, nonstick has changed, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
There are so many other things that you can consider.
Non-toxic, too.
Yeah, they're non-toxic. I found a brand.
But guess what? As you talk about this brand, I just want to prep the people. You're going to have to pay.
Oh, yeah.
We'll talk about that, but listen,
and you know what?
You're gonna have
it
to pay.
Comes down to this. What's more important to you? Your health or your clothes? Your health or eating out all the time? Your health or,
the investment on your health.
Yeah, you got to something. And then once you spend this amount, we go out and get lashes and makeup and we get our nails and our feet done. And by the way, we do that bi-weekly, right? We need to spend more money on our health.
And those things have risen in cost. So
yes.
If you think about the return on your investment, investing in quality cookware will give you a greater return overall, year over year, than the little small things we do for maintenance on our bodies.
And the last episode I think it's episode number 4. We talked about not using a lot of oil for cooking. And just so you know, this, because oils can be inflammatory. So this is one of the things where this non-stick thing comes in to help you with this oil. So there's a chemical called PFOA that was used to layer non-stick Teflon pans until 2015. And it was associated with a lot of health problems. They give us all this stuff, but then they tell us 10 years later it's going to kill us, right? So these were cheap nonstick pans. They were available, and they had this particular compound. And some of the risks that were associated with this PFOA was liver, tumor, breast cancer, reduced fertility, thyroid, and kidney disorder. Can you imagine that they gave this?
In your cookware.
And in your cookware. Who thinks about that?
Nobody. You shouldn't even have to.
You really shouldn't. But, remember, we live in a commercial world, so everything is about money. So make sure you always check the quality of your nonstick pans before buying them and invest only in good quality. You must also replace your nonstick cookware if you notice that the coating is either cracking or flaking.
Hello, Black people. Let me tell you, I don't know about white homes because I have never lived in one. But I done been in many a Black home and lived in one. And one thing we gonna do is keep a pot and pan until it has shifted into something else. Scratches, cracks, dents,
It be
you
black,
name it, honey.
it be all kind of colors.
And then that's our favorite one because that's the one that cooked the food good.
Right.
That's the one.
Because it's holding all them old flavors.
And we swear up and down. That's my favorite. Your favorite one is giving you issues and you don't even know it.
Yes, for sure.
So get rid of all of that.
Yep. So we have some good alternatives we're going to suggest today. One of the several healthy nonstick brands of cookware out there is a brand called Caraway.
Caraway.
Caraway. It's one of my favorites.
CarawayHome.com.
Yeah, we'll put the link in there. It has a pan in there called the Always Pan, you guys. Let me tell you about the Always Pan.
Yeah, I love this pan.
I do everything with the
Me too. I actually need to buy another one because I use it so much.
Oh, my.
I need to.
The Always Pan can what did it say? Bake, fry, lay it down to the side if you wanted to. So, yeah. And so it replaces your frying pan, your saute pan, your steamer, your skillet, your saucer, your saucepan, your nonstick pan. Man,
It's
it
a great
does.
overall
That's
pan.
why it does everything. You can braise, sear, steam, strain, saute, fry, boil, serve, store. You get the picture.
And
Anyway.
it's non-toxic.
And it's non-toxic. So hey, I mean, get that pan if you don't invest in any one but that one, get that one.
Yeah. You don't.
Okay.
And also another thing that we like to do is we go into like Target, Walmart, and the rest, and we get these 6-8 piece
not
cooking
the
things.
6 and 8 pieces.
Yeah.
Oh, we
And
know
so-
how much they cost.
Yeah, but we think that that's what we have to do right off the gate.
Yeah.
And we're here to tell you, you could just get one pan.
And do a lot
Matter
with
of fact,
what, you going to
is this
Caraway?
linked?
Yeah.
because I just want to, because cost is always everybody's thing.
Yeah.
So let's talk about the always pan by itself. It's the fry pan. The pan by itself is $95.
Yeah.
That's just for one pan.
Yeah.
So you don't gotta go in and get the $500 set and all the rest of this
Right.
stuff. You can get
Yeah.
one good pan, and then the saute pan is $145.
Because it's bigger. It's smaller.
It's bigger.
No, it's smaller. The saute pan is
It's
actually
deeper.
smaller. Yeah, it's deeper.
It's deeper.
Yeah.
So,
But
you
this
can
is-
piecemeal this together. You don't gotta go in with the whole shebang.
Well, just start. Get one piece and then get another piece later.
That's what I'm trying to say.
And this is ceramic ware, you guys.
Right.
This is ceramic. That's why it works, because ceramic is not the way they've made this particular pan. It has a
and
non-toxic
it's
coat.
cute.
And it's real cute.
They got different colors. They got
oh my!
listen, it's sleek.
I got peach. Oh, I love.
I
seeing,
have green, whatever mint green is.
I have
sage.
I have my peach.
And look, they got black and gold for you people
I hadn't
who
seen
love
the black and gold.
I have for
I
you
like
people
that.
who love to have everything match and color coordinate. They got cream and gold.
I
They
didn't see the
got
cream and
blue
gold.
and
Oh, they got new
silver.
colors now.
They got all these different ones. So if you're really trying to have an aesthetic, that Instagram aesthetic that we all see online, you can get some cute vibes going while you cook.
But yeah, that's one brand. There's another brand too. I can't think of the name of it. Amazon carries it. I found it from a cooking show, and I'll think of it. If I remember it, I'll think of it and give you guys. It's really inexpensive, though. It's an inexpensive version of this one. It's nonstick, but it's healthy. It's ceramic. It's ceramic
is
as well.
the key. If you don't hear nothing else, go for more ceramic instead of what's it called? The toxic one.
So y'all heard us talk about blenders, right? We done blended y'all to death. We done Vitamixed y'all to death.
We are.
Wait a minute. We said in our last one, I was telling Keela that they put them in the wheels and they pass them down through generations.
That's crazy. I understand, but that's crazy.
These blenders, though, can blend everything from smoothie and frozen desserts and nut butters, even hot soup.
You can make bread.
You will never be disappointed with a Vitamix.
Ice cream.
And by the way, they're costly. They started around $250 and they can run up to $600 or more. Okay. I mean, you're going to pay a little penny. They got payment plans. Y'all know.
They got them. Girl, put that on Afterpay and keep it moving. And Affirm, all of that. But check this out. Because I said last episode, I've had I think mine was about $600. I paid that 5 years ago. I've used my Vitamix almost every other day since.
Yeah.
It just makes a difference.
I mean, mine sit on my counter.
Mine does
and
too.
it just never goes anywhere. And when I need something. Now, here's something else. So we know what we're going to do with the blender. We're going to blend everything. That's pretty obvious, okay? And I've told you guys they have a stainless steel base for those people like me that don't feel like doing all that cleaning, okay? And so it's worth the price. It's a separate accessory. Also, here's another one that people just look over. And I looked over for years and I didn't understand it because I was like, what's the difference between a blender and a food processor? So the food processor, I actually use my proof. They have a lot of similarities because they both got motorized bases with several settings, the rotating blades, but they are not interchangeable. The food processor is designed to perform a wide variety of food preparation tasks, and blenders are designed to pulverize and combine. In other words, your wet and dry ingredients. But your food processor will do chopping and shredding and mixing your dough. And it does a multitude of tasks that it can take you much longer to complete manually if you had to do it manually.
I use my Vitamix as a food processor.
Well, they actually just added the food processor on top of the Vitamix. You can use the base now of your Vitamix and order the food processor and sit it right on top. They just did that, by the way.
I was doing it the J-rig
But see, the
way.
only problem is you can't see inside, and it's all, the food processor has got a wider bowl and it's shallower than that of a blender. So it allows you to work with larger larger batches. And food processors are cheaper. They're going to start at about 109 up to about 350. I've had my is it Cuisinart? Make sure
Cuisinart.
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 Cuisinart. I've had that one for at least 5-10 years. No, at least 8 years. It costs about $200. And then, of course, if you're cost conscious, cost conscious, there's always NutriBullet.
Yeah, but let me tell you why that's not cost conscious. Is over time, it never fails. You cannot have a NutriBullet for longer than probably 2 years, maybe 3.
Not even 2 years.
I'm being generous.
I guess say 6 months.
Because I can hear somebody out there now. I've had mine for
but it's depending on how often you use it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And so honestly, cost wise, you would get more bang for your buck if you go in with an investment in a quality blender instead of keep buying NutriBullets every 6 to 7 months.
Well, let me just tell you how I use mine. I take mine on road trips with me.
NutriBullet? Oh, yeah. I don't even have one.
Oh, yeah, I do. I take mine on road trips, so I can still make my smoothies in my hotel room or whoever house I'm staying at. I pull out that NutriBullet in 10 seconds, get me a little ingredients and make my little smoothie. So it don't be the big one I
committed.
make. Oh, yeah. That's my whole breakfast.
Not going to the hotel with your NutriBullet.
Oh, girl,
That's funny.
You saw me at the hotel with my juicer.
Yes.
We went out of town to Colorado. I had my juicer.
She literally bought the juicer.
I packed my whole entire juicer. Okay. Anyway, now let's talk about one of my favorites. You all have heard us talk about this one too on previous shows. They came up with this invention. I don't think pressure cookers have been around forever. But then came Instapot. Instapot and pressure cooker you can't even say them in the same breath hardly. What is the difference? So the Instapot, when I finally used it, I sat there and looked at it in the box for a year. I swear I did. Every time I would open it up, it was just so big and had so many functions on it. I would go, oh, I got to learn something else. And so it took me a year to figure it out. And once I started using that sapsucker, I was like, this thing is so easy. I should have been using it because it's the opposite of a slow cooker. You know how we, put things in a slow cooker and, in the slow cooker, it takes time for us to actually cook. That's why it's called slow cooker. Okay. But the Instapot, man, the stuff be ready. I'm going to give you a good example. I eat a lot of beans, Okay, yeah, I do. Well, the pressure cooker, you don't even have to soak your beans, y'all, and don't have to worry about, gas. The pressure cooker takes all that out. You ain't even got to soak them if you don't want to, and you still won't experience a heightened gas with beans and peas in the pressure cooker because the pressure cooker from Instapot is actually taking all of that out. Okay, so you don't have to worry about it. But can you please send me back? You're taking me off my game here. So it's one of the most useful kitchen appliances you can buy because it drastically cuts down on cooking time. And it develops. So let me tell you, soups and stews. Oh, my God. I make so many soups and stews in my Instapot. And you can even cook your tougher cuts of meat in your Instapot. Did you know you could bake a cheesecake in your Instapot? Yeah, I know. Saute. People love the Instapot for lots of reasons. It's safe. It cooks slow cooking recipes fast. And it's a snap to clean. It's got this little insert stainless steel inside. You run some water over that thing, boom, it's out. Okay? And it's not just an electric pressure cooker. It's a true multi-cooker. It sears, it browns, it sautés like a stovetop skillet. It even steams delicate items like fish, eggs, and vegetables. It can double along as an electric rice cooker if you're into that. You can even bake bread, cakes, other sweets like custards and cheesecakes. It even comes with some special yogurt modes, and yes, they function as slow cookers too. You can cook elaborate meals in an Instapot in less than an hour. That's what got me. Because who got time? A lot of times we leave out the door, we put the slow cooker on. You got a family, you're going to put that slow cooker on and cook for your family, everything in one pot. But the Instapot hits food with a 1-2 punch, high pressure and heat. And the results are that what you usually take all day to cook, cooks is done in an hour. And I'm talking about beef brisket, pork shoulders, if you're into that type of thing, The same thing goes for soups and stews. Normally, they need to simmer for what feels like an eternity. Instapot, 30 minutes. And It's not that old school manual pressure cooker. It's real simple. It's got a host of sensors on the front of it that help you. It self-regulates itself, internal pressure. You don't have to, it takes all the guesswork out. You just press one of those buttons, put everything in, make sure you turn that little knob that gives you the steam on top, boom, walk away. So if you, let me just say this. There are Instapot professionals on the internet. Okay? Go to the internet and put in Instapot recipes. You will find so many recipes. It is mind-boggling. They even got Facebook groups for the Instapot, okay? Blogs, cooking websites. I mean, it is a whole it's a whole thing, okay? So if you haven't gotten one yet, they usually come on sale twice a year, in the middle of the year and around Christmas and Black Friday. You can find those Instapots on sale. Actually, you can find all these things on sale. And Instapot usually runs about $200 and some odd dollars. So but if you don't have one, get one. I popped some popcorn in mine the other day. It came out perfect. I know, right? So somebody was making some wine in the Instapot. I was like, okay. All right. So, but hey, I'm just saying, you can go to the internet and you'll find everything you need to know. Last thing we're going to talk about is your utensils. Ooh, okay. Utensils. For a long time, I had them metal utensils. I ain't going to lie. We probably still all got them in your drawer. Everybody got the metal utensils. Okay.
Some people don't think there's nothing wrong with using metal.
And it is and it's not. So recently I switched to wooden utensils. And the reason I switched was because I did a little homework, did a little research. Actually, it was my niece's husband, who's from Africa. And we were in Atlanta, and he said, you American women cook with these type of utensils, and we cook with instead wood. Wood is kinder to your pots and pans, but it's also kinder to the planet. Wooden utensils have natural qualities. That means they can handle heat better. They don't become too hot in use, and they have antibacterial properties that help trap and eliminate germs and bacteria, making it safer to use. So wooden utensils, anti-inflammatory. So the disadvantages, though, is that they're harder to clean, okay, than your stainless steel. But if you're using plastic cooking utensils, stop. Just stop. Throw them in the garbage can, okay? Plastic utensils, even the plastic-coated ones, they just aren't good for you. They just got so many bacteria. It just collects bacteria into the plastic, which gets into your food. So, I use my wooden utensils. I have a whole array of them now. And especially when I'm doing soups and sauces, a good option to use, besides wood and stainless steel is copper. Now you got those 100% pure food grade silicone ones that you find. Bamboo utensils are also good if you want to try the bamboo ones. They're a little bit costly, but bamboo is good for you. But yeah, get you a good set of utensils. And, so we have wrapped up this show today, and we've told you our top 5 go-tos. There are many, many, many more. We'd be here all day discussing all the utensils that we use in the kitchen. I didn't talk about was the juicer. I juice.
That could be its own separate
yeah, but the
juicers that they got out
here. Yeah,
here.
Juicers, and then you even got the little lemon one you squeeze the lemons out of. So who does that anymore? I mean, it's just kitchen gadgets that are out there to make your life easier. So that's why we wanted to talk about it. You got anything you want to add, Miss Keela?
No, that's it.
You think we covered
make your life easier and help yourself cook better by investing.
So, as always, you can always find us, in some of our favorite places. And don't forget, you can email us anything you want about these episodes at info@brownwomenwellness.com. Go to our website where you'll get some show notes. And we also blog about these episodes where we go more in depth. If you're interested in more information about some of these episodes, you can always go to brownwomenwellness.com and find things in our Facebook group as well, right?
Mm-hmm.
What else do we want them to do? Like us and subscribe to us?
Yep.
Please don't forget to do that. so other people can
That
find
gets
us.
the word out.
Yes, that gets the word out. And we on YouTube too. So if you want to see our pretty faces, just go to our YouTube channel and you get to see us clowning behind the scenes, okay? All right, you guys, until the next one, we say peace out.
Bye. Thank you for listening to Living Inflammation Free, sponsored by Brown Women Wellness. If you want to know more about us and our podcast, check us out over on our website at brownwomenwellness.com or livinginflammationfree.com. Join our Facebook group at Living Inflammation Free, and coming soon, our Brown Women Wellness community group. And remember, we are not doctors, and any information shared by us is not medical advice. Please always follow your doctor's advice.
And don't forget to rate and review our podcast and let us know what you loved about this week's episode. And please subscribe to wherever you listen to your favorite podcast.
Don't forget to find us across all social platforms at Brown Women Wellness or at Living Inflammation Free. As always, show notes with links to what we talked about today in this week's episode will be in the description box. Talk soon, babes.